vlogging and stuff, I got that in my back pocket.
Yeah.
It's easy to me. Sometimes I get a little frustrated trying to come up with ideas or, you know, wanting to get out the bed and do stuff like this. But music, it's like a different type of science when I get in the studio. I just catch a vibe. I start writing, I can't stop writing. You know what I mean? I start freestyling, I can't stop freestyling. I just love doing music, and that's why me doing YouTube and doing vlogging and all this other stuff leading me to this profession of being a professional artist, because it just comes natural to me.
Man, you got this new album, Valedictorian.
Valedictorian.
What is it like to go from vlogger to rapper?
I mean, it's a hard transition.
Yeah.
Not everybody can do it. But once you do it, it's just like, you already got the people watching you. You just gotta give them good music at that point,
Right.
you know? So a lot of people that come off of vlogging or whatever, sometimes their music just don't translate, you know? But, you know, people like me, like my music, so it's working.
What's the biggest difference between being a rapper and a vlogger?
Music is the same thing, but it's like, it's a little slower. Like I drop like 2-3 videos a day versus a song, it don't work like that. You know what I mean? I can drop a song tomorrow and that song go diamond, and I'll be set for life. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's different. You can't drop a YouTube video and it goes diamond.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now let's talk about this album a little bit, Valedictorian. What's the significance behind that title?
So you wanna know a fun fact?
Yes.
I was actually like, this is real life, I was valedictorian in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask what kind of student you were.
Yeah, I'm a good student, man. I had a 4.0, did the speech, everything.
Really?
All that. Like in school, I was very, 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 very competitive. Like I'm talking about, people would say I'm a nerd, but I was the coolest nerd in school. You know what I'm saying? I had the girls,
Yeah.
I had the grades. I was very, very competitive in school.
Right.
But it's really the other significance behind it is being at the top of your class. You know, I want to be at the top of everything.
Right.
The music industry, I want to be at the top of my class, the top of all my peers. I want to just be the greatest.
Right. So what was the process like putting Valedictorian together?
It was really me just making a bunch of singles.
Okay.
So my whole process behind this album was to get my name known, you know what I mean? And not so much put people in a space to really like just listen to me, but I want people to see me everywhere. So I made a bunch of singles, like songs that can be in the club, songs that can be on the radio, songs that can be everywhere that you're gonna see it, you know what I mean? Not to where you have to click my name to see, you know what I mean? And you can relate to it. So I got a lot of songs that didn't make the album, but it was all about just it making sense, you know what I mean? So I just nitpicked which ones sounded best, and I picked it down to the songs that you see now in Valedictorian.
Was it hard to narrow it down to 18?
Nah, I feel like 18 is a big number.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I didn't want to go over that because I feel like at that point, people just looking at a bunch of titles and they're like, which one do I pick? You know what I mean? So I feel like it's really gonna come down to the music videos that I drop to really make all these singles. And the project, it's like it's just a collection of singles.
Right. I know your brother was a big influence to you. You know, he gave you your name. Why was it important for you to honor him in that way?
My brother, he passed away due to violence in Pontiac. That was really like a big turning point for me. When that happened, like my whole life changed really, because I never lost nobody. Like imagine growing up with somebody your whole life and then them passing away. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very life-changing. I was very, very traumatized. But I got my name because we used to play PlayStation. We was big on games, right? So my brother, he had his gamer tag on PlayStation was Pontiac made DDB. And you know, as being a kid and being a little brother, I always looked up to my brothers, regardless of how they acted or what they did or anything. So I looked up to them, so I took his name. And I made mine as Pontiac made DDG.
Right.
And I've been sticking with it ever since. But a story that I don't tell a lot, when my brother passed, my mom was donated a lot of money for the funeral, right? So she had extra money over and she asked me, what did I want? Did I want a car or did I want a camera? And you know, any other person would say, I want a car.
Right.
You know, I want to ride around the city. I just got my license, but I told her I wanted a camera. And when I got the camera, I got my first viral video, everything. You know what I mean? So it was like, I feel like my brother passing was such a traumatizing thing for me, but you know, he kind of like pushed me to be better.
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like that really started my whole drive to be who I am today.
Now, you mentioned where you're from, Michigan, Pontiac, Michigan to be exact. You're like the first breakout artist from that city. What does that mean to you?
It's amazing. You know, I carry the the city weight a lot. I got 248. I just got a tattoo. It say 248. That's the area code of Pontiac, Michigan.
Yeah.
Like all my social media is Pontiac made DDG. I take a lot of pride in where I'm from because even though it's like not such a great city, you know what I mean? It's like something that motivates you to do better. You know, being in Pontiac, growing up there just made me want to break out, be different, be smart in school instead of being in the streets. You know, do music, move to LA. Like, it made me think outside of the box. A lot of people would be in a city like that and just be stuck. Yeah. I wanted to do the opposite.
Did you ever think that you were gonna get out of the city?
I knew. I knew I was, just because I just believe in myself so much. Before I did YouTube, I watched other people in LA do YouTube, and it made me think like, man, I want to be that. You know, I want to be there. You know what I mean? So I just worked towards it, and now I'm there.
Who did you grow up listening to while you was in the city?
I grew up listening to 50 Cent.
50?
Yeah, I give Drake a lot of credit because Drake is the artist that I latched onto as I got older, and I listened to, you know, all his albums. I know all the Drake albums.
Okay.
But 50 Cent, like I was like a die-hard fan of 50 Cent. I
From
still
like
am.
the mixtapes to the album?
Everything, man. Like I had all the G-Unit clothes, I had the G-Unit shoes.
Yeah.
I used to play the game, Get Rich or Die Trying, like all of that. Beat the Game, all that, man. Like I was a big fan of 50 Cent. Shout out 50 Cent, man.
Right. Like, was it hard for people to take you seriously when you decided to pursue music?
In the beginning, yeah, of course, you know. I still got some people I got to win over. That's okay, though. That's fine. I feel like the percentage difference is people like me more than they don't like me at this point in my career. Because people so used to watching me do, like, be myself and stuff like that. But what they forget to realize is that, like, everyone's like that. Every artist, you know what I mean? All the big artists, they got their own personality. I just happen to display it, you know what I mean, on YouTube multiple times. So people feel like they know me or they can judge me in a certain way, but when the music fire, it really don't matter.
Going into 2020, what's next for you, DDG?
2020, we pushing this album, Valedictorian. Going to radio, we doing everything, dropping the music videos. We gonna push it, we gonna hit the billboards. It's all about just making my stamp, finally. You know, I feel like the time is now. 2020, I'm just trying to blow up, man. I'm trying to be the biggest artist I can be for this coming year. More projects to come.